just another update. It's been like a couple of weeks now since I've released a video, mainly because I've been back to work. But I haven't given up, so I haven't. Yeah, like I say, I haven't had much chance to really work on it, but I have done a few things. I made a mistake of rewriting the whole thing. I don't know if anyone else does. So like, you get to a certain point, you think, oh, I'll just rewrite it, or I can make it much better, much cleaner code. But anyway, as you can see, there's quite a lot updated. I've updated the tile sprites and added some logic. So obviously the levels are still randomly generated, so it works out which wall tiles are what. It's nothing too complicated. I've got little emotes on the enemies now. Not sure if I'm going to keep this in the game. It's more of a visual aid, so I can check what state they're in. Like, for example, this state here with the exclamation mark means he's just seen the player, and he's going to start to follow the player. So if we just skip a few turns, I've got a skip button here, which doesn't work. It did work. I think I rewrote the UI, so I took that out. But anyway, yeah, so he's going to follow me. A little fight. Oh, he's dropped a key. It's a new item. Key. That's for a chest. And I've got a couple of labels up here. This is your turn count. Again, not sure if I'm going to need this in the game. It's not the sort of game or roguelike. It might be useful for high scores or something. We'll see. I've just got it there for now, just so I know what's going on. Down here I've got skill panel. You're going to be able to get different skills, equip different skills here. You won't be able to equip any or change your skills once you've entered a dungeon or level, but you can do that in like the main, I don't know what you call it, the hub world in between levels. So at the moment I've just got one skill. You can click the other buttons, they won't do anything, they don't lock the state. But if I click the fireball skill, you see a little target will come up on my valid targets, and it does. It's just a sort of flat 2 damage at the moment. There's no. I still haven't implemented stats, mainly because I think that's a really complicated thing. I am going to implement them, but the math, I don't know how I'm going to work it. I don't know what skills or stats I want at the moment. Anyway, let's just kill these. They're dropping the keys 100% of the time because I was testing something with the chests. If we're lucky enough to find a chest. Oh yeah, cool thing about the skills is you can choose what it targets. Like, if I didn't want it to target breakable stuff. Oh, there's a chest there. I could easily go into the skill and just change like the valid targets for enemies. A valid target for an enemy is obviously an enemy, like to the current entity using that skill. So an enemy in the player's eyes is anything that's not the player, basically. And for the enemy it will be just the player. Oh, that loads of chests. So I've got this new entity that I made. This is a breakable entity, has a chance of dropping items. And this is a container entity. Containers may or may not require a key, so chests always require a key. And I've picked some up, so you can see. You can open them. Hopefully, I haven't picked up that many keys, so I can show you. Alright, okay. Obviously, this is a visual bug. I'll need to update the field of view. Maybe when items get dropped. Anyway, right, let's try not to pick up more keys. Hold on. I've still got too many keys. Let's try and find another chest. Have a gut. Alright, I'll restart. I'll quickly show you the skill. Well, this is just a quick class I've put together at the moment. Like I say, it's not loading anything from data, it's done here. But if I take out breakables and just leave the enemy inside, let's just add I haven't actually tested this, I've just wrote code for it. And it seemed to be working. Let's put myself in. See if I can target myself and damage myself. Obviously it's going to have loads of different types of skills, maybe just like ones that for melee range, where you can heal yourself, heal your allies, give yourself a buff or whatever. haven't worked out. I don't really want to subclass this and hard code different skills. I might hard code maybe just the types of skill. No, anyway, let's have a look. So yeah, I can't target the breakable anymore. I can target myself and I can damage myself. So it's quite a nice little way of doing it. Obviously, I can set that in data like the target. So I'm not going to pick up no keys. Oh, for God's sake! I have to walk around to that chest. Don't want that key. Oops, sorry. Oh, well, this ain't going so well, is it? But hopefully there's another chest. Oh, why did I should change that? I might as well change that while I'm here. I'll show you how I've done it. So, actors, and this is the slime. At the moment, you've got the name, the texture, his current health or their max health, and this is the inventory, just an array. So he's got he drops gold, 20% chance of dropping 1 gold, and I don't think I need this in here, but we'll leave it. Yeah, not on this page. But anyway, he's got a chance of dropping another bit of gold. Only a 10%. He can drop 3 gold. And then he can drop a key, 100%. I'm going to change slimes. I don't really want to drop keys. I'll just change to 1. And he can also drop health potion, 15%. And in the decals or decals, and yeah, this is the blood you see when he takes damage, and when he dies, that's like the death thing. And the sound effects here, take damage sound effect, and his dead sound effect. I can show you the components for that. So like the decal component, we'll use this, take damage and dead. There's only 2 types at the moment. Anyway, I've changed that now. You can see this is pretty much the same for all the breakables as well, so just close all these and look at one of them. If we could look at the chair that's facing right, the chair's got health, it has its own inventory that it can drop, that takes a sound effect. Container, this drawer, I don't know, it never seems to spawn. Let's have a look at the actual entity and see if I've got a... Yeah, it does have that. I don't know why it never... I forgot I had drawers in there. I've never seen a drawer in like the whole 2 weeks I've been... I haven't touched any of this, so... Where's Game Manager? I'm loading my entities. Where's breakable stuff? It should just be loading random. Well, whatever, it's not. Anyway, these are the only 3 items I've got at the moment. And what you're seeing here, these are everything you're seeing here data-wise. These are like the components. So the name will be the name component. So these are the entities, and yeah, these are the components that are going to get added. Obviously, instant use is not a component. That's not a component. That's part of the sprite component. Yeah, so it's just a nice way to do it. So I don't have to code everything. I just basically my base entity here takes that data from the property list, checks if it's got a name. Yeah, I'm doing a few things here like this, forcing casts, but I want to, because I want it to crash if something's wrong. I don't want to. Before I did have like optional, oh, if this happens, then it was just a pain in the arse. Because some stuff looked like it was working and weren't working. I prefer it just to crash. It makes more sense that way. Alright, anyway. Started next to a chest, I didn't need to change with that. So yeah, if I show you, the chest is actually locked. Let's see if we can get a key. Let's just kill these quickly. Oh, I can't. Oh, whatever. So yeah, the only way to get out of this, alright, if I don't hit myself, is either clicking a valid target or clicking the same skill button again, which is actually more of a pain in the ass to work out than it seems. Alright, good, got a key. So if I go and show you the chest again now, and then see that now it's unlocked, it's not in its locked state, it's in the open state. And once it's in the open state, it doesn't ever get locked again, so I know this is pretty pointless, but I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, just to call things out really. Different containers, and obviously I can set different keys. If I show you the actual thing here, you can have that key item. The drawer doesn't have a key item, but this has a key. And then what its current state is when it gets loaded. So yeah, I think that's it, pretty much it for this update. I can't really remember what was in my last video, but I think I've shown you everything that's going so far. One more thing before I go, I might as well give myself a little shameless plug. And let's open this. Where's my website? Yeah, I've started my website again. I know that I did start it last year. But yeah, if you go tomlinvoigt.com, made a few posts already. It is effort to keep this up to date, but I've made something called SK Tile. You've probably seen it in my other videos. But I'm going to post guides on here, and I'm going to do a written blog as well. So if you want to follow along instead of waiting for the videos, I'll probably be updating the writing a lot more than videos. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.